Network news over the years has spawned a number of media stars from Walter Cronkite to Barbara Walters, but none has created the controversy of ABC News correspondent Geraldo Rivera. In his 11 years of television journalism, Rivera has proven to be a top-notch investigative reporter with a wall full of plaques that run the gamut from 5 Emmys to the prestigious George Foster Peabody Award. Still, Rivera's flashy style of dress and delivery has generated criticism from some viewers. And in one well-publicized incident, the network pitted Rivera against the vice president of a company that felt it was maligned by his report on Kaiser Aluminum on ABC's 2020 program.
The news media now is in a period of what I call masochistic self-examination. You know, we're doubting ourselves more than ever before in the entire history of broadcast journalism. The process isn't bad, but it can go to extremes.
The name Geraldo Rivera gets a rise out of people. And recently in New York, I asked him if it was because of what he covers or how he covers it.
I think that there's 2 levels of controversy about me. And one has to do with the substance of the stories I cover. Because when you expose somebody or something, there's always a reaction. And naturally, if someone's been embarrassed on television or if they've had some secret of theirs exposed to millions of people, they're going to be very angry and they're going to respond. And that generates a certain amount of press, particularly from those people who write about the media and who aren't fans of mine, and there's certainly plenty of those around. And secondly, I think that my personal style tends to be, against the grain. You know, Bob Seger has a song, Still Running Against the Wind, and I think that's me. You know, I really haven't evolved into the trench-coated, standard, middle-of-the-road type, bass-voiced reporter that many people were used to for so many years.
The Associated Press agreed when it lauded him as a special kind of individualist in a medium which too often breeds the plastic newsman. Still, others say Rivera is the master of unprofessional tactics, such as ambush journalism.
It's a Chicago station that did a story about one of my stories in which they really coined the phrase, I think, ambush journalism, which is when you get someone as they walk out of a building and say, "Hi, I'm Geraldo Rivera, did you murder Joe Smith?" And that station was guilty of exactly the same thing, and I use guilty, the word, advisedly. I have a working philosophy. I want the other side of the story. Now, first, generally speaking, I ask the person if they'll sit down for an interview. Now, if the answer is no, that's not the end of it. I don't walk away and say, "Oh, he said no, I'll just put a no comment in." I'm going to try much harder than that to get that story. And if that means waiting outside their office after they say no and say, "Hi, I'm Geraldo Rivera, would you like to say no on camera at least?" Then that's what it's going to take.
As an investigative reporter who's had a distinguished career, you have faced danger in foreign countries as well as here at home. Do you have a guardian angel?
Yeah, my 2-year-old son. I rub his head every day. No, it's not that. After 11 years in this business and after doing more than 2,000 stories, in all 50 states and probably 50 foreign countries, you just accumulate a certain amount of experience. And, in combat, veterans survive rookies.
Geraldo Rivera. Tomorrow we'll visit with ABC's top man, Frank Reynolds.